All right, let's talk about it. We can get right into it. We ain't gotta wait. All right, former Buff wide receiver number 10, Xavier Weaver. We call him Zesty Zay. You know they got that thing going on, and a lot of people was wondering if he's gonna get drafted today. Yesterday the draft went. Today the draft was going, and people kept saying, "Come on, man, get my boy Xavier." The draft came and went, and I don't even think it was 10 or 20 minutes after the draft was over, Xavier Weaver was picked up. I don't know if it was 10 to 20 minutes, but after that, quickly picked up. Arizona Cardinals. All right, he out west where I'm at. I'm in Las Vegas, so he about to come out west. Arizona Cardinals, man, our boy Xavier Weaver, baby. Clap it up for my boy. He deserves it. He works his tail off. He didn't get to perform in the combine because he had a shoulder injury. So that stopped him from actually participating in a lot of combine drills. But he was able to get a workout in after the combine. You know what I mean? So that's why he fell so low because he didn't get the initial combine workout. But it's all good, man. It's all good because it all worked out. It all worked out. He is an Arizona Cardinal, man. All right, I'm definitely getting the jersey. I hope y'all getting the jersey. I'm definitely getting that Arizona Cardinal Xavier Weaver jersey. All right, so that's good news, baby. That's good news, man. All right. I don't know if any other buffs got drafted. I haven't seen no updates. I think Xavier Weaver is the only buff that went into the combine that got drafted. I think Xavier Weaver is the only buff who went into the combine and got drafted. All right, I didn't see nobody else get picked up who joined the combines from the Colorado Buffs. This upcoming draft. So salute to that, baby. Coach Prime got one player in the NFL. First year, Coach Prime got an NFL player. What can you say? What can you say, man? Salute to my man Xavier Weaver, man. I can't wait to see you on Sundays, baby. Can't wait to see you on Sundays. Play on Sunday, man. This shit is about to be off the chain. It's about to be off the chain, man. This shit is about to be off the chain. I can't believe it. I'm happy, man. I'm happy. He worked his tail off, man. He definitely does he definitely does his job. He's one of the top receivers for Shador. One of the top receivers for Shador, man. Let me see what's going on with the comment. I don't know if anybody commented or something. Let me see. Oh, nah. I don't see no comments yet. So he's one of the top receivers for Shador last year. He almost had 1,000 yards if he didn't get hurt. I think he got sick or he got hurt. He almost had 1,000 yards in receiving. Hey, man, this is great news, man. Great news. So shout out to my man Xavier Weaver, man. I cannot wait. I'm so glad he got drafted. I'm so glad he got drafted. Even though it was undrafted, he still got drafted today. A lot of us wanted him to get drafted today, and it happened. You know what I'm saying? And it happened. I'm so happy. And y'all see the number, $255,000 guaranteed. Now, taxes and you got to pay your lawyers and your agent fees. Y'all know that. So, you factor that in and whatever. It's still a good amount of money to just start off. You know what I'm saying? It's still a good amount of money just to start off. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you got to pay your taxes and your agents or whatever and your manager. And then, you take home the rest, man. That's still a good payday for you to get drafted in the beginning of your rookie season, man. Wallow42 said he was sick. That's why he missed his last game. And he played hurt most of the season. Okay, yeah, I do remember him being sick. Okay, so yeah, he was sick his last game. He could have got the 1,000 yards, but he was sick. You say he playing hurt? I think a lot of them was playing hurt too. I think a lot of them was playing hurt, if I can remember right. So I do remember him being sick. It was a couple players sick, right? He was sick. Somebody else was sick. Coach Prime was sick. It was a lot of people sick around that last game. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I do remember that last game. A lot of people was sick. I do remember that. I definitely do. I didn't know. I don't remember him being hurt, but you're probably right because a lot of them was playing hurt during the second half of the season. A lot of them was playing hurt. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I'm glad, man. I'm so happy I'm happy, 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 and boy, I can't wait. I can't wait for him to get to work. You know what I'm saying, and to see how he perform on Sundays, man. I'm pretty sure he will be in the rotation, man, because he gets busy. I'm pretty sure he will be in the rotation. If not starting, he will be in the second unit for sure. I'm pretty sure he's going to get there and get busy. He gonna get out there and get busy. So we gonna see our boy play on Sundays, no matter what first or second string. We gonna see our boy play on Sunday, cause we know he gets busy. All right, we know he get out there, he get open, he got the speed, he got the hands. So ain't no shadow of a doubt that our boy Xavier Weaver gonna get some playing time, and he could do kick return. Don't you forget, he can do kick return. Don't y'all remember he did a couple kick returns? Don't forget, he can also be on special teams. You know what I'm saying? So he can be a receiver and on special team. He's at his shoulder. He had to have surgery. That. Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about the show. You're right about the shoulder. Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't know. I forgot it happened during the season. I do remember after the season he had to get it right. You right about that. You definitely right about that. I totally just spaced my mind that fast. I do. You right about that. So yeah, he had that shoulder injury. You right about that. You right about that. I totally spaced my mind. So yeah, that he was sick and he had that shoulder injury that stopped him from the combine. I do remember that, but I for space that it happened during the season. I totally forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. But don't forget about special teams. We seen him return some kicks. Alright? We seen him return some kicks last season. So don't trip. We gonna see our boy on the field no matter what. So if it's special teams and it's getting some burn on the wide receiver court, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We just want to see our boy out there performing, man, so we can root him on, man. You know what I mean? So that's beautiful. That Deion Sanders got a player in the NFL his first year in Colorado. His first year in Colorado, he has a NFL player who went drafted. It doesn't matter if it's undrafted or not. It's still Deion Sanders still has one player who went to the NFL after one season. I want to see how many people gonna come out there and say something about that, because you already know what they call them, the detractors and the haters and the I got something to say. You already know they was looking like, oh, ain't nobody get drafted. They was waiting for that. Nah, it didn't happen, man. So salute to my man Xavier Weaver for putting in the work. He definitely put in the work. We watched him. If you watch Well Off videos or Reach the People videos or whoever videos who report on Colorado, you seen him put in the work. We watched him put in the work day in, day out. You know what I'm saying? After practice, we watched him do it. And so for all of this to come in fruition, it's great news, man. You know what I'm saying? We happy that a former Buff went straight to the NFL, got drafted on the second day. What's his second day? It's all good, man. It's all good. So I want y'all. I'm gonna get his jersey. I don't know if you gonna get his jersey. I'm gonna get his jersey, and we already know next year. It's gonna be about good 4-5 getting drafted next year. We already know. We already know next year, after next season, it's going to be a good 4 or 5 getting drafted next year. We already know. We already know 3 of them. You know, and I think 2 more going to get drafted or more after this season, too. We already know Shador getting drafted. We already know Travis getting drafted. We already know Shiloh getting drafted. So we already know 3 off the bat. And then, they got some seniors that's going to be leaving. You got Jimmy Horn that's going to be leaving too. And they got other seniors that's going to be leaving, or juniors that's going to be leaving. So I say about 5, a good 5 guarantee going to get drafted next year. So we got 1 this year. And we going to have guaranteed 5 draft next year. Guaranteed. Yeah, Jimmy Horn. What's up? How you doing, Michelle Robinson? Yeah, salute to Michelle Robinson. Yeah, Jimmy Horn is definitely getting drafted next year. Y'all already know. Jimmy Horn definitely get drafted next year. And they got some more seniors and juniors that's probably going to leave after this year too. And I'm pretty sure They got some really good players that came through the portal. If you've been paying attention to the portal, they got some really good players that came through the portal. All right, really. How you doing, Shirley? How you doing, Shirley? What's going on, baby? They got some really good players that came through the portal. Now I know I ain't been doing videos for a while. Don't worry, that's about to change. All right, that's about to change. We're gonna be dropping videos again, so we can get back in the groove before the season starts. So don't even trip. I got y'all, man. But man, they had some great players signed today. Yes, yeah, Zay did it, man. He did it. He did it, man. He not get down. You know, he could have got down. Zay definitely could have got down, man, because that injury definitely dropped his stock. He definitely could have got down on himself, because a lot of people, adversity, it can make or break you. You know what I'm saying? Adversity can make or break you. And Zay said, "Nah, I'm not gonna get down. I know I can't perform at the combine right now, but I can do it after." And he did a pro day later on, and he did his thing, man. He did his thing. So he could have got down, but he didn't. He stayed focused. He got back, and he got his shoulder done, and he did his thing. So I am proud of Zay, man. I can't believe it, and I'm happy for him. I can't wait to see him play on Sunday. You know, I just can't wait. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. And I'm telling y'all, this team next year is about to be off the chain, bro. They got some Porter guys. Cheryl says, "Congratulations, Xavier Weaver. I'm so proud of you and happy for you. Go out there and do your thing. We know you played last season hurt, but you pulled through and did your thing. I'm a Broncos fan." Salute to you, Cheryl Anderson. Yes, he pulled through, and now he's an Arizona Cardinal, man. And, you know, he had fans wishing he went to the Broncos. I low key wish he would have went to the Broncos too. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, I was one of those guys that wish he went to the Broncos too. That way he ain't have to pack up and leave. You know what I'm saying? He ain't had to pack up and leave. I was hoping he went to the Broncos where he ain't had to pack up and leave. But y'all know how it go. It is what it is, man. R.A. Wilson said he was drafted ahead of Brandon Rice Jr., son of Jerry Rice. Now, Jerry Rice's son went first. I think Jerry Rice's son went first. I forgot where Jerry Rice's son went, but I believe Jerry Rice's son went first, and then later on, Xavier Weaver went. Yeah, 'cause 7th round. Brandon Rice got drafted 7th round, but I don't remember what team it was. So I think Brandon Rice went first, and then Xavier Weaver went, you know, after the draft was finished. If I can remember how it was posted, I think Brandon Rice went first, 7th round, and then, you know, after it was complete, like 10, 20 minutes, and then Xavier Weaver got drafted. If I can remember how everything was posted on the timeline, I think that's how it went. But yeah, man, if y'all been paying attention to the portal guys and the transfer guys, I think we got like 5 guys today. I think we got like 4 or 5 guys today alone, besides the other days. So we got some cornerback, we got a couple linebackers. I think we got a safety today. We got a lot of people. I'm a Broncos fan, but I will be following you. God bless you. Thank you so much, Cheryl Anderson. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, we're gonna be back in the groove doing videos again. So don't worry, y'all. I will be back doing it again. We're gonna be doing our videos again. So stay tuned for that. We got to get ready for the season. Man. So we're gonna get back all the way in the groove again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm happy, man. Happy for our boy Zay, man. The upcoming season, I'm telling y'all right now, ain't gonna be like last season. It would not be like last season, y'all. Okay? It's not. I want y'all to look forward to a way better season. All right? The new guys is doing their thing. They showing all the practice. They doing their thing, man. It's way better. The offensive line, way better. The defensive line, way better. The secondary, way better. The coaches, way better. I'm telling y'all. If you've been following well-off videos and We the People videos and if you've been following the videos, you know next season is on, baby. All right, I want y'all to understand next season expectations is way higher than last season. They got straight dogs that came in and is still coming in. Wallow says go to season. Gonna be nice. I think I mean to me too. O line, D line, gonna be fire. Warren Sapp, gonna have the D line on it. Yeah, Warren Sapp is got the D line doing very good. If you've been paying attention, Coach Sapp for the D line is off the chain, man. I'm telling y'all right now. I know Dylan Edwards went to the transfer portal. We could talk about that. Dylan Edwards went to the transfer portal. Kamani Mclan went to the transfer portal. What is his name? Alton went to the transfer portal. Xavier went to the transfer portal. Let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about Dylan Edwards going to the transfer portal. Want to talk about that? We could do it. The reason why Dylan Edwards and everybody else went to the transfer portal is not only because they want a starting position, it's because they had to fight for the position. I'm going to say it again. Not only because they want a better situation, because they had to fight for their situation. And they believe they don't have to fight for their situation. They believe that. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine that they believe that they shouldn't have to fight. But no. Dion always tell people, you got to earn your spot. I'm not giving you nothing. Now, of course, you know, if you Shador and Travis, you know, of course, it's going to be some biasness there. But they definitely can play their spots. But you got to earn your spot. And Dylan already knew that. Alton McClaskey already knew that. Xavier already knew that. They already played 1 year with Prime, and they knew that. So instead of have to fight for your position and earn it, they rather go somewhere else where they could get handed to them. And that's fine, because some people rather get stuff handed to them than actually fight for it. All right, so let's go to Kamani Mclan. Kamani does a video. Let me see. Somebody says something. Congratulations, Zay. Welcome to Arizona. What up, Clark Ross? How you doing, man? Salute to Clark Ross, man. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Yeah, he in Arizona, baby. He going out west. He going out west, baby. That college football now, that some of these guys want things handed to them. More established programs can still pay them more money at this point. The grass is not always greener. I wish them well. Yeah. Yeah, money, man. You got to get that money now. We definitely in the money era with NIL. You could get money if you are a like a top 3 type of player. You could definitely go somewhere and get some money. I'm with you. I'm not mad at it, but the grass is not always greener. Like Coach Prime says, your mentality follows you no matter what. So if you leave Colorado, and if you're not a person who likes to battle for your spot, you're still going to be the same player when you go to another spot. And a coach says, you got to battle this out. What you going to do? Leave that place too? And then go somewhere else? And if a coach says you got to battle it out, what you going to do? Leave that place too? So Coach Prime is correct. It doesn't matter where you go. It's your mentality. It's your mentality. It's your habits. Your habits and your mentality going to follow you everywhere you go in life. So when it comes to Kamani Mclan, it was about his mentality. He did not show up for meetings on time. He didn't like going to film room. And if you remember, during last season, what did Coach Prime say? Kamani need to show up on time. He need to go to film room. He said that all last year. Everybody like, where Kamani at? Where Kamani at? Coach Prime kept telling us he doesn't like to go to film and he doesn't like to show up on time. He says it all the time. And that's why I'm like, when Kamani dropped his video, he took no accountability for why he was not on the field. None. He took no accountability why he was not on the field more. I should say on the field more because he decided not to show up on time and go to film study. Coach Prime said it all the time. And he says, look, I check everything. So I know if you went to film study because I go check who went to film study. I know if you show up on time because I'm there 30 minutes early, 40 minutes early. So I know who shows up on time and I know who doesn't go to film study. He says it all the time. So for Kamani to do a video and never say, you know what? Some of that stuff was on me because I didn't show up on time. You know what Kamani did? He went straight for grades. Kamani went straight for the grades. He never talked about not showing up for meetings on time and not going to film study like Coach Prime said. He never touched on that. He only, my grades was good and I was promised, well, basically saying I was promised something. But no, Coach Prime always said, if you're going to get your reps, but you got to follow the steps, right? You will get your reps, but you got to follow the steps. No matter what you think about Coach Prime, old school, everybody don't like old school, that's fine. But what he does say, you would get your reps and just follow the steps. He says it all the time. Hey, you got your reps in? Did you get your reps in? Tell me right now. Coach Prime says it all the time. Tell me who played and not, and I'll make sure you got some time. You get some reps. You, anybody, hello? If you ain't getting no reps in, I'ma make sure you get some reps. He says it all the time. And then what he say? Hey, if you're not going to film study, you will not play. If you don't show up on meetings on time and you don't show up to film study and do film study, you will not play. He says it all the time. Remember, he kicked Shiloh out the championship game when he was at Jackson. Remember that. Remember, he kicked Shiloh out and Shiloh didn't get to play in the championship game because he was late for the meeting. Don't forget, y'all. Don't forget that. He kicked his own son. His own son could not play in the SWAC championship game because he was late for the meeting. Do not forget that. So it's not just for all the other players, even his sons. If they late, if they did what Kamani did, they would not play either. Don't ever forget that. So don't let Kamani and all the other players who transfer make you feel like, oh, Coach Prime is lying to these players. No, he not. His own son got kicked out of the SWAC championship game because he showed up to the meeting late. Don't ever forget that. Don't let them trick y'all, man. Don't let them put stuff out there that's not true. Oh, man, he tricking them. No. Kamani wants y'all to believe that Coach Prime tricked him and promised him something and tricked him. No. We seen Coach Prime say, get it together. Get it together. I'm going to ride you until you get it. Don't y'all remember after the USC game? He said, Kamani, I'm going to ride you because I know you have the potential to be great and I'm going to stay on you. Don't y'all remember that moment? That was one of the best moments. Kamani got in the game and he made an impact. And after the game, what did Coach Prime say? Hey, man, I'm going to stay on you because I know where you can be. So I got to stay. I'm going to stay on you, man. I'm going to stay on you. And what did Coach Prime do? Hey, man, you got to get to practice. Hey, man, why you not showing up to study? Why you not showing up to film? Why you not showing up to film? When Coach Prime go to the press conference, what do they say? What do we say about Kamani every time? It's about Kamani. It's whatever Kamani want to do. Got to show up on time. Got to show up on time. Got to go to film study. Every time they ask about Kamani, what do Coach Prime say? It's all about Kamani and what he want to do. It's all about what he want to do. Got to show up on time. Got to go to film study. That's what he said. Dang, almost every time. That's what his response was. It's all on Kamani. It's whatever he want to do. Kamani got to want better for himself. That's what he say every time. He says that every time. So for Kamani to do a video and never address the elephant in the room. Hey, are you showing up for meetings on time and are you going to film study? Are you going to film study? Because it was show in the game. Remember when Travis Hunter got 2 interceptions in a row? What did Travis Hunter say after the game? Oh, I watched film. I watched film. And that play, when they ran those 2 plays, I know exactly what to do. Film study. Film study. You got to study your opponent. You're not going to get everything right. You're not going to stop every play. But Travis Hunter got 2 interceptions back to back on UCLA because of film study. And he recognized, oh, y'all running that? Cool. Oh, y'all gonna run that? Cool. To my side? You gonna run that to my side? Oh, I'm picking both of these off. Back to back intercept. Don't y'all remember that? Because of film study. When you watch Kamani play those other games, does it look like he was doing film study? Nope. Let's keep it honest. When you watch Kamani play those other games outside of USC, did it look like he was doing film study? Nope. They was working him. He was getting cooked. Don't y'all remember the Arizona State game? He was getting burnt out there. And mostly on cross routes. He was getting destroyed. Film study. So we just got to be honest with ourselves. Sometimes you just got to be honest. And when you watch Kamani video, you can tell he was not being honest. He wasn't being honest. He tried to make it look like, oh, Colorado is just for clicks. He actually said Colorado was just for clicks. I want to build a program that develop players and not just for clicks. He has a YouTube channel, everybody. Well, don't you think that's just for clicks too? He has a YouTube channel talk about just for clicks. We in the social media era. Everything is for clicks right now. Everything. So I just didn't understand why would he do that. Like I didn't understand why would he say, well, I want to go to a program that want to develop players. Coach Prime wanted you there so he could develop you. Now, I do understand that Colorado is not like a full develop program because Coach Prime has to win right now. So that is a thing. Okay, that is a thing, everybody. Coach Prime, he doesn't have the natural time to rebuild as other coaches. Okay, other coaches got 2 or 3 years to rebuild. Coach Prime ain't got that. So I do understand Kamani on that aspect. Coach Prime does not have the leeway as a regular, first-time coach at a certain program. He ain't got that. Okay, so I do understand Kamani and other players in that aspect. Man, give me a couple years. I do understand that. Because in other programs, when they got new coaches, they get about 2 or 3 years to turn the program around. Sometimes they get 4 years. Coach Prime ain't got that. He got to win right now. He got to win right now. So I do understand Kamani when he says that. Man, I want to get developed. So I do understand that. Some players is ready to go in the fire. Some players want to take their time. So it's obviously, Kamani wants to be a player. They say, give me a couple years. Okay, I do respect that. I respect that. I do respect that. Because that some players, they're not ready to go right now. They want to get a couple years under their belt, and then they'll blossom. But Coach Prime ain't got time for that. Unfortunately, Coach Prime is who he is, and his expectations, he don't get 4 years. They're not gonna give him 4 years to rebuild. He got to win right now. So I understand. I definitely understand. I understand Kamani on that point, but to not take no blame for him playing, I don't understand that. Everybody has to be on time. Everybody has to do film study. Coach Prime says it all the time. If you don't watch film, I'll be a fool to put you out there. He says it all the time. If you don't watch film, I'll be a fool to put you out there. So, I do understand that, man. I understand that concept. Some people are cool with a different type of approach. And Coach Prime is not everybody's cup of tea. So you got to go somewhere else that fits you. So respect to everybody who at the transfer portal. Coach Prime is not, that's not their cup of tea. So they got to go somewhere else so it can suit them better. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you got to go to a different, situation, that fits you. It doesn't matter if a relationship, a job, company. Sometimes you got to go somewhere else where you feel more comfortable and you could be yourself. That's less stressful. being in Colorado is stressful. You know what I'm saying? That's a stressful job. That's a stressful place to be because the lights are always on 24/7. Not everybody is built for a light to be on them 24/7. Okay? Everybody's not built for the light to be on them 24/7. They watching everything you do, everything you say. They scrutinizing you. They doing everything. Not everybody's built for that. So salute to so you gotta go where you are more comfortable and where you feel that you can blossom more. So some of us leave certain jobs because maybe it's too stressful, or maybe you want to be in a more calm place where you can gradually build who you are, and there's nothing wrong with that. So when it comes to that aspect, I salute that. Some of us, it's got to be in different situations so it'd be less stressful. You don't want to fight no more. Sometimes you just want to go to a different situation where you could just it's more easy, it's more calm. You know what I mean? You can take your time. So that's what it is. But being in Colorado, y'all, that's not it. You got to go right now. Got to go right now. You got to do it right now. And it's unfortunate that some players, they like, what the hell? What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, it's fast. We got to do it now. We don't got time to build like that. We can't rebuild like a lot of other programs rebuild. We got to go right now. So I understand it, and I respect Kamani and everybody else who left. I understand. When it comes to that part, I do understand. Right? When it comes to Savion and Alton and Dylan Edwards, who actually, not Alton, but Alton was a promising featured back. He was going to be first or second string, promising. Dylan Edwards was going to be first or second string, promising, like guaranteed. Not guaranteed, but when competition comes in, not everybody is built for that. Not everybody is built for competition, because you could start week 1 and not be starting week 2. You could start week 1 through 4 and then not start for the rest of the year. So they don't want to deal with that. At Colorado, I mean, that's almost every college though. That's almost every college though. There's going to be other players that you're going to get bitched if you're not performing. You know what I mean? So that's like every college. There's somebody waiting to take your spot. So you might be good for 4 or 5 weeks, and then the coach might not be satisfied with your production. They're going to bench you and put somebody else in. So that can happen anywhere, not just Colorado. That can happen anywhere. So, I didn't understand the Dylan Edwards and Alton leaving, because they was guaranteed play time from rip. They was guaranteed play time from rip. Now, Savion, on the other hand, that rookie Micah was giving Savion a run for his money off rip. So I do understand Savion getting up out of there. I do understand that, because that dude, that freshman Micah, oh my God. That fullback Micah, oh yeah, he was giving Savion a run for his money right off the bat. Right off the bat, that freshman Micah was giving Savion a run for his money right off the bat. So I do kind of understand why Savion like, I got to get up out of here, because he was going to have to fight for that fullback, that power back. Savion was going to have to fight all the way through until season start and through the season, because that dude Micah, man, that freshman Micah, he ain't playing. He wasn't playing at all from the word go. He had everybody like, yo, who is this? Who the heck is this? So I do understand Savion like, okay, this is my last year. I'm getting up out of here. I don't feel like going through all of this. I do understand that, because that dude, that freshman Micah was from the word go. It was on. He was shining from the word go. Now, Alton and what's his name? Dylan, I don't understand that, because they was handed, Alton and Dylan was handed the number 1 running back spots. They was handed like, this is you. This is your spot. It was their spot to lose. So We don't know if the 2-3 running backs coming in gonna outshine Dylan. We had no idea. We don't know if the 2-3 running backs coming in gonna outshine Alton. We had no idea. They had to prove themselves. So I didn't understand Dylan and Alton leaving because they had the number one spot alternating right off the jump. This is your Dylan and Alton. This is your position. The number one. Y'all can switch off. Number one. I didn't understand that one. Now that one I did not understand because that was their position to lose. They had to lose that position, which means the new 3-4 running backs had to outshine them. And Dylan was already showing crazy upside from last year. Dylan got faster from last year. His cutters are smoother than last year. His reads are better than last year. The line is better, which means he would get more yardage than last year. So I really did not understand Alton and Dylan leaving when the O-line is better. Alton is healed from his injury, and Dylan got faster and he got better. So I did not understand Dylan. Like, dude, they gotta outshine you. You don't gotta fight. You don't gotta outshine them. They gotta outshine you for you to lose your position. Same as Alton. Alton was getting busy in practice. So it's your job to lose, not to compete. You just gotta lose it. So if you be yourself, if Dylan and Alton stayed the same, there's no way in hell they would have lost their starting position to the new running backs. Ain't no way, bro. If y'all been paying attention to Dylan and Alton in practice, there was no way if they stayed consistent the same way they've been running the ball, there was no way they would have lost their starting spots to the new running backs. No matter how good the new running backs would have been, if they would have stayed the same way I've been watching, ain't no way they would have lost. The new O-line makes it so much easier to for them to have fun, to get the yardage. So I really did not understand, y'all. I really didn't. That was their number one spot to lose. Like I said, when it came to Savion, I understood. I definitely understood that. Because we seen Micah just go crazy. Practice after practice after practice after practice. We seen it. So we understood, like, Savion, you're going to have to fight for this whole thing for the rest of it. You're going to have to fight for this, Savion. You're going to have to fight. Then you got Charles. The other running back, what's his name, Charles, who just got the scholarship. Shout out to Charles, the walk-on, who was there, for I think, for the past 2 years. So shout out to Charles. I think his name Charles. He just got a scholarship. I think it's number 44 in practice. He earned the second running back spot. You know why he earned the second running back spot? Because he didn't stop. He didn't complain like, oh my God, Micah is so good. Well, Micah's so good. No, he said, Micah's good, I'm good too. That's why Charles, the number 44 power running back, that's why Deion Sanders just gave him a scholarship today. The Colorado and Deion Sanders gave him a scholarship today. And he got put to running back number 2 in practice because he never stopped. He didn't let Micah discourage him for being a power running back. He didn't let that just say, I'm a power running back too. Let's get it. That's why Charles, number 44 in practice, just got a scholarship today and got put to running back number 2. That's why. Because he been a walk-on, I think, for 2 years. Just got a scholarship and never complained, always on time, always showed up for practice and ran the ball hard. Now he's running back number 2 and just got a scholarship today. You trying to tell me Dylan Edwards and Alton couldn't do the same thing? They could have. You got to fight for it, man. It's better when you fight for it. It feels better when you work for it, right? If somebody give you something, you accept it, oh, thank you. But if you work for it, what is it? If you pay your hard-earned money for something, you cherish it a little bit more than somebody handing you something. If you work for something, you cherish it a little bit more than somebody just handing it to you. Hey, man, here, man. Here you go. Now, you're going to accept it. You're going to use it however you use it. But if you got to really work for it, oh, man, you're going to cherish it just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. This is my opinion, man. All right. Luck until they hold on. Let me see that. Okay, Wallow says luck until they play us. PBP said you're making great points. Much respect, brother. Shout out to PBP. I'm on the outside looking in like everyone else. But if these players have bad habits, they will get exposed on another school too. But those schools won't care. They will want them to play. I think it all depends if it's needed. What up, Brook 5374? Salute to Brook 5374. Make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna be start doing these videos more often again. Lolita said, Burnett said facts. I don't think every school is gonna tolerate half workers, especially if they got an NIL deal and they paying you and all of that stuff. I don't believe they're gonna let you just half walk and half step. I don't believe they're gonna do that. Standard is the standard. Yes, Shirley, that's what he says. The standard is the standard. That's Coach Prime. That's Coach Prime saying the standard is the standard and I will not change. Prime has said he's old school. That's why to film everything. This is not a surprise to these players that come to see you. I mean, going into a situation and then actually being in it is two different, right? Just say you want to try a new position. You know what I'm saying? Say you Wallow. Just say you want to try a new position, right? And you believe you can do it. Now, once you get offered the position and then you get into it, you might say, man, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. This is too much work. Maybe the boss is over you, looking over you too much. Maybe the pressure is too much. See what I'm saying? So it's one thing to know that Coach Prime and Colorado film everything, and he's old school. It's one thing to watch something, and then it's one thing to go through it, right? It's another thing to actually experience what you just watched. It's a whole different thing. You know what I mean? That is my thing. Big facts. Stephanie says Colorado is not a full developed program, just like Kamani is not a full developed player. Stephanie, you all right. Colorado is just 2 years in from being with Deion Sanders, so everything is not fully in play. And Kamani, yeah, definitely not a full developed player. Very true. Prime doesn't have patience to lose. He admits it. Yeah, I mean, everybody has their way. Everybody has their way, you know. They have their way that they are. Develop, show up to practice. They will. Go Bucks. Give Kamani a few years to get in shape. You have to want to be developed. Dude was out of shape in April. That was Kamani. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was out of shape. I had no idea. Player must do their part. They must be prepared. Don't smoke weed. Be a good student. I mean, I don't know about the weed smoking, but if you in Colorado, you already know. You know what I'm saying? You in Colorado, you already know it's going up. Okay, it's going up. All right, it's going up. You know what I mean? It's, different players can handle it. Some players can't. But yeah, being a good student is definitely one of them. Be prepared is definitely one of them. But when it comes to weed, man, I ain't got nothing to say, man. You know what I'm saying? You in Colorado and that thing flying out there. That thing is out there. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely out there. Go Buck says being a 5-star that said he wants to go to NFL would be stressful. I mean, yeah, because you know everything is not gifted to you. Like you know, people think Travis Hunter gets a lot of leeway, but no, Travis Hunter actually works for that. People think Shador gets everything handed to him, but he actually works for it. People think Shiloh get everything handed to him, but he actually works for it. If you pay attention, they actually work for it. Now they actually work for it, man. They work for that. If you a dog, why are you not coming to Colorado? Dove Will. Shout out to George Seaton. He's saying that George Seaton also not ready. Dylan want to be on every down back. I think Dylan just wanted the number one spot, period. And that's not how it goes. And a lot of football, in college football today, there's not really a every down back. Unless you go to a certain program, it's hard to be a every down back. It's hard for people to just a one back to be every down black. You got to be in a certain program and the coach got to be like, okay, you the one. But if you watch college football, there's really not an every down back like that. There's really not an every down back like that. Depending on what program you going to, depending on the program, they got 3-4 running backs out and in. You know, Michigan had A 95% every down back with number 2. But like I said, it all depends on where you go. Now, if you producing like crazy producing, you can get 95% of the snaps. But but you gotta really produce though. You can't be off and on sometimey and be like, I want to be every down back. Nope, that ain't gonna work. They're gonna pull you real fast. They're gonna pull you fast. So I believe, all-purpose back. I believe Dylan is a slasher back. He's not a power back. I never understood Colorado using Dylan as a power back. He's a hash back. He's a run to the sideline back. He's a swing pass back. He's a out the get him run out the type of field back. I never understood why they was giving Dylan Savion plays. I never understood that. They was giving Dylan Edwards Savion plays. Y'all seen it? We like, why they running Dylan up the middle like that? He's an outside slasher back. He's an all-purpose back like that. That power back is Savion. So I don't know what Dylan is thinking. He's not an every down back. He's an all-purpose back, which means you could be a receiver on this play. You could be a decoy on this play. You could swing you out this play. We could swing you out this play. We could run a slash right, slash left. We could do a toss right, toss left. That is Dylan Edwards because you got speed. So we got to get you to the outside. We got to get you to the outside because you got speed. That's what we need to do with you. Now we use Savion and other running backs to run up the middle to get the 1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards, 5 yards. But you're not an every down back. You are a slasher, all-purpose back. So we gonna use you for everything. Use you as a decoy. Use you as a pitch right, pitch left, slash, all of that. I mean, you can use it for a dive too, because he's pretty fast. So you could do a dive here and there with Dylan Edwards, but no, you're all-purpose back. All-purpose. Whatever we need you for, that's what you gonna do. That's your job. If we need you to be a receiver decoy, be a receiver decoy. We need you to do act like we're gonna pitch it to you, but we not. We need you to do that. We need you wherever we need Dylan, we go. That's what we need you to do. That's all in his bond. He got to know that. He would get more opportunities if he know he's an all-purpose back. He would get way more opportunities because his stature, right? He's small in stature. That means he gotta be an all-purpose back. And nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being an all-purpose back. I mean, there's a lot of good players that's an all-purpose back. Look at McCaffrey. McCaffrey for what's the name is an all-purpose back. Even though he get a bulk of the carries, McCaffrey for 49ers is really an all-purpose back. Even though he was a bruiser running back in college. But in NFL, he's an all-purpose back. You can send him over there. He could be he could block right here. He could go out here. He could do a toss. He could be a slasher. He could be a receiver. He could do this. He can shadow. McCaffrey is an all-purpose back. Same thing with Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush, even though in college he was like the every down back, but he's an all-purpose back. All-purpose. So that's all I'm saying, man. Dylan Edwards got to know that he's an all-purpose back, which means he could get endless run. Receiver, he could get a slot receiver, he could get a slasher, all of that. He could get a burn everywhere. Kick return, pump return. Like when you are all-purpose back, you got way more opportunities when you're all-purpose back. Alton almost replaced Alton. Same kind of stats against the same competition. Difference Alton did it 3 years ago. Players going to jump. Portal lets them. Go Bucks. Yeah. They replaced Dylan Edwards. They replaced Dylan Edwards and what's the name real fast. They did. They definitely got the replacements coming in fast. I'm already past those two who left. Look at the running back room now. Why you think they left? Just competition. I believe it's just competition, man. Draylon and Cam were rated 2, 2nd, and 6 athletes. It's all about produce. Like Coach Prime said. Your stars don't matter. Your ratings don't matter when you get on the field. Nobody cares about your rating, bro. Nobody cares, bro. The people on the opposite side want your head. They don't care. Oh my God, you a 5-star. I'm starstruck. It don't matter. Once you hit the field, all that 5-star stuff, 6-star stuff, 3.5-star stuff don't matter no more. Coach Prime is right. Don't hang up on the 4-star stuff so much. Once they pick the team, that's it. All that stuff go out the window, man. It go out the window. Genesis said, "Congratulations, Xavier. You got it." Duo Will said they're going to run up the middle with Powell. Yeah, they're going to definitely have more run plays than last year because they got a better offensive coach and they got a better offensive line. We're not taking shots at the other offensive coach, but he was definitely pass happy. I think you should mix it up. But they're gonna pass a lot too. But they definitely got to establish the run, and they're gonna definitely do that. They're gonna definitely do that. Power run, slow pass rusher. Later in the game. Yep. Love Dylan, but he's 5'6", 170 pounds. Look at what he was replaced with. I'm saying, you not everybody can be what's his name? Emmitt Smith. Not everybody can be Emmitt Smith. Everybody can be what's my man name? What's my man for Detroit Lions? Y'all know his name. What's the legend running back for Detroit Lions? Not everybody can beat him, man. Not everybody can beat him. Those are one of a kind, small stature backs. Emmitt Smith. What's the legendary running back for the Detroit Lions, y'all? Dang, I can't believe I can't remember his name. But not everybody. That's different, man. That's a different level type of skill set right there. Not everybody can be like Emmitt Smith and my man. What's my man name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Zay Arizona right, 250K guaranteed. Yep. Charlie, Charlie. My only concern is both lines, but I would like to see. Nah, they're gonna get better. They're gonna get better. They already got better, but they got more dogs coming in. Nothing but respect to him, Jersey City. Keep working, keep rising. Was that Cordell Scott? Yep. Salute. Derek McClinton went to the Panthers. Jordan Dominic. Oh, for real? Oh, snap, Derek. Okay. Jordan Dominic should be picked up. Okay. Salute to Derek, man. Facts. Strongly believe Dylan left because he wanted NIL money. He seemed all in, but on the muscle, running track, taking reps with the first team. You look, we can't get mad at somebody who want money, man. Whatever somebody's priority is, just gotta respect it. You know what I mean? If money is his priority, gotta respect it. He gotta respect it, man. Erica Ransom, now Alton, he wanted to be running back number 1. Yeah, I did see Alton dad say running back number 1, but Alton mom said nobody's. Wait. Oh yeah, Alton dad did say running back number 1. You're right about that. Annette Samuel Davis says, "Congratulations, Xavier. My God, may God continue bless you and keep you healthy. So proud of you. Salute to my man Xavier, baby. Send love and prayers to my man Xavier." Barry, there you go. Barry Sanders, man. Barry Sanders. Not everybody can be small in stature and be an every down back. And remember, back then, it was hard. For you to be a great running back then with Emmitt Smith and Barry Sanders, Walter Payton, remember the defenses was knocking your head off back then. Remember that. So for you to be a real all-down back then when the defenses was knocking your head off, remember that. Those times with Barry Sanders was so shifty. He had no O-line. Barry Sanders got all those yards with no O-line. No offensive line. Detroit Lions decided not to build. They just said, we're going to keep you hostage because you so great. Barry Sanders had to retire because they would not trade this man. He begged them to trade him. Trade me, please trade me. Y'all remember that? Trade me, please. I don't want to be here no more. Y'all not building around me. Y'all not giving me no offensive line. I got to run for my life every play. I got to run for my life every play. And boy, was he running for his life every play. Spinning, turning around, spinning, stiff arm. Run this way, run that way, run this way, run that way. Cut back, turn around this way. All those years, he got all those yards without no O-line. And Detroit decided not to ever get him an O-line. Imagine Barry Sanders if he went to the Cowboys. Imagine Barry Sanders if he went to San Francisco 49ers back then. Or the Minnesota Vikings back then. Imagine who Barry Sanders would have been then. He would have had at least 3 Super Bowl rings. He would have had at least 3 Super Bowl rings. At least 3. Imagine if they would have let Barry Sanders go to another contending team who actually build around their running backs and their quarterbacks. He would have had at least 3 championship rings. Remember, back then, they made sure, okay, we need this, okay, we got to get that. We need this, we got to go get that. We got a good running back, we got to get an O-line. We got a good quarterback, we got to get an O-line, a tight end, and a running back. When it comes to defense, we need some quarterback, we need this, we need that. Remember, back then, they was not playing no games. We got to go get this, we got to go get that. We got to go get this, we got to go get that. We got to go get this, and we got to go get that. There's no way in God green earth that Barry Sanders does not have multiple championship rings if they would have let him go. You already know that they would have paid a lot of money to have Barry Sanders type of talent. Come on, man. Ray Rice. Oh, yeah, Ray Rice is another one. Adrian Peterson is another one. Yep, Barry got up out of there, man. Barry got tired. Like, bro, y'all gonna just y'all want me to run when you're not helping me? Like, no, get me out of here. Yo, he offered to give his money back. Like, yo, I'll pay some of the money back. Just get me out of here. He offered to give some of the money, the contract money back. Yo, I'll pay some of my contract money back. Just let me go to a contender team, please. The man offered to pay some of his contract money back. Do you know how desperate you gotta be to leave a situation when you want to pay some of your salary back to get up out of there? He was gonna pay some of his salary hey, how much of salary you want me to pay back? I'll do it right now. I will wire you the money right now. They said, nope, we ain't letting you go nowhere. And y'all got, if you remember, that's how some of these owners was doing, right? A lot of owners would block. Like, no, I'm not letting you, nope. I'm not letting you go nowhere. You got to go to a sorry team. You got to go to a sorry team. You know, Barry Sanders wasn't going to no sorry team. All those, I don't know if y'all remember, all those teams had their checkbook ready. All those teams had their checkbook ready. They put it out there. Soon as Barry Sanders coming free on the market, we gonna pay top dollar. I don't know if y'all remember this. They put it out there. Them teams said, soon as they let him go, we gonna give him a whole bunch of money. Soon as they let him go, we right there, we gonna give him a whole bunch of money. And they said, and Barry Sanders said, look, man, I would give you this amount of money back just so I could get up out of here. And all those NFL teams said, come on, Barry, we got a nice amount of money for you right here. And they said, nope. So he said, I got to get up out of here, man. I quit. Ray Rice is another one. I forgot about Ray Rice. Ray Rice is another one. Xavier, you are phenomenal. Marie, shout out to Marie. Xavier, you are phenomenal. Congratulations on being selected by Arizona. You are more than worth it. You will blow NFL mind next season. Go, Xavier, go. You know it. Zesty Zay, baby. We going to be tuned in. Shout out to Marie for the comment. Barry was better than Emmett. I mean, I think it's all about styles. I don't want to get into the who's better than who. I think it's all about styles. It's all about what style of play do you like. You like Emmitt Smith, who's more of a bruiser back, or you like Barry Sanders, who more is a flashier back? I believe it's all about what style you like. I don't want to get into who I think is better. I really don't care about that. I think it's about What style? Do you like a more up the middle bruiser back? That'll be Emmitt Smith. You like Emmitt Smith more. If you like a more elusive, who can, once they get past the line, they can and then break loose, then you would like Barry Sanders more. It's all about what style of play you like. It's all about what style of play you like. That's what I believe. It's all about what style of play you like. If you like a power back, you go with Emmitt Smith. You like a more elusive back who will do more juking, because Emmitt Smith don't do a lot of juking. Emmitt Smith don't do a lot of running this, running that. Emmitt Smith is straight up and down, downhill back. He might hit a one cut here, but that's it. Emmitt Smith was a straight power, downhill back. That's all he was. Barry Sanders, more elusive. Ooh, ah, oh, stiff arm. Whoa, make you miss over here. Oh, it's a more exciting type of play. You're like, oh, here go the stiff arm. Here go the stop and go. Oh. That's so. If you like more elusive type of running back, you're gonna go with Barry Sanders. You like a downhill power running back, bruiser running back, you're gonna go with Emmitt Smith. That's basically how it go. It don't matter. That is all about what style of play you like. If Emmitt had Barry Sanders' offensive line, he would not be a Hall of Famer. I mean, but ifs don't count. If doesn't count, bro. Ifs don't count. If doesn't count. We gotta go with what actually happened. This talk about ifs does not count. We don't want to talk about ifs because ifs is like a fairy tale. Ifs is a fairy tale. We're never gonna get to see it anyway. So what's the point of talking about it? What's the point of talking about ifs if it's never gonna be able? We're not gonna be able to see it anyway. Let's talk about what actually happened. Emmitt Smith had a good O-line. Barry Sanders made something out of nothing. They both are Hall of Famers and great in their own right. Let's not take nothing from Emmitt Smith. He still had to run the ball. He still had to go through the hole, and he still had to run through those linebackers and those safeties. He still had to run through linebackers, safeties, and he still had to hit the hole correctly. He still had to make those yards. He still had to put in the work. Remember, he was an Arizona Cardinal in his end, and he still was putting in the work. Don't forget, he went to Arizona Cardinals before he left, and he still was putting in the work. And Arizona Cardinals was no Dallas Cowboys in his prime. Don't you forget it. Don't take nothing from people. Ifs don't count. We don't use ifs. We don't talk about ifs because ifs doesn't count. We're going to talk about what actually happened. He had an O-line and he did great. He ran the ball, scored touchdowns. He blocked. He did what he's supposed to do. Barry Sanders made something out of nothing. You salute both of them. Salute both of them because they both had to put in the work. One had to work harder, one had to work less. That's it. But remember, on his way out, he went to Arizona and he still was getting busy. He still was getting busy on his way out. He still was running the rock pretty good on his way out when he went to Arizona to call it at, to get right off to the sunset. He still was getting busy. He still was getting busy. So you know, we don't want to do ifs. We don't want to do ifs, man. We don't want to talk about ifs because it's not you can't calculate ifs. It's all about a fairy tale, a dream. Nah, we don't want to talk about that. We want to salute both. Don't take away from nobody to build somebody up. Don't take away from somebody to build somebody up. Salute everybody for what they accomplished. Annette Samuels says 100. Thomas Brisk says he did not get drafted and signed as an undrafted free agent. He got an opportunity to make Cardinals roster. Good luck. Okay, Thomas, salute to that. Eric Garrison says, who's the greatest running back? I don't want to get into that. That ain't my thing no more. I don't get into who the greatest running back, who the greatest nothing. I don't get into none of that. Just salute everybody who for what they have done. You like who you like. I like who I like. And I think we should just let bygones be bygones. I just think people should just go like that. That's it. Salute everybody for their contribution. Like who you like. And I like who I like. And we just ride out like that. Annette says, Salty, I believe he was cut. So much grace given. Oh, yeah. See, I don't know. I don't know if he was cut or not. I don't know. I just know that. Oh, who are you speaking of? You speaking of Kamani or you speaking of Dylan? Who you speaking of? So, yeah, salute to that, man.
I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. I'm officially back, so we're gonna be doing more live streams, more videos. I'm officially back, more uploads. All right, I'm about to get out here and watch this game, this Denver Nuggets and Lakers game. All right, so salute to y'all. Salute to all the comments, man. We are officially back making videos, dropping videos. So tune in. I'm gonna be dropping more uploads, and we'll be doing live stream. Yeah, almost every day. So depending on what video they drop, we gonna do uploads and we'll do a live stream too. All right, I gotta get our watch time up so we can get that monetization. All right. So with that being said, I'm out of here. Thank y'all for tuning up. Salute to Xavier. Go to his Instagram. Go to his Twitter. Show him some love. You know what I mean? I'm gonna cop the jersey. Hopefully you cop the jersey. If not, it's all good. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. I will see y'all next video. Peace.